Welcome back to another episode of the Family Album. I'm your host, AJ Tenari.
And I'm Matt Glass.
Last week, you heard our first episode, I guess technically of the new year, where Matt and I discussed Kate Bush's Never Forever and Paul McCartney's Ram.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that we recorded that.
That's okay. Time flies by on the Family Album.
I feel like this year has felt like two, so frankly, it's been hard to keep track of everything.
That's a fair point. As we enter this new year, hopefully that doesn't happen again.
But you guys know how this show works. Every second Tuesday of each month, we bring you a guest episode.
That's right. And we're not starting the New Year's off new. We're actually bringing back an old fan favorite. So please welcome back to the show, four-time returning guest, Andrew Cavaliere.
Yo, what's up?
The smokestacks in the flesh.
Dude, do I get like an Emmy or something for being on 4 times?
A Fammy.
Yo, what's like the award system?
We'll send it in the mail.
Okay.
Tom's going to be very upset that he doesn't get something, considering he has his own show. And it's been on like 26 times.
His numbers have been on the decline.
Yeah.
That's true.
He's got to rack them up.
That's true. He hasn't won any superlatives on Spotify, so
That's
I'm just
right.
saying.
That is true. For those who don't know,
yeah.
Andrew Cavaliere has consistently been our most listened to episodes per season.
Wow, and it's gonna end right here.
I don't know. This is pretty timely. This might
no.
honestly be up there.
That's a good point.
That's why I picked it. I was watching the Diddy documentary, and that kind of inspired this because I didn't realize how involved Diddy was. I always saw him as like Biggie's like side piece or like not
Sidekick.
sidekick. Yeah.
Some might speculate side piece, but that's a different side of Reddit we don't need to go on yet.
No.
But I was like, oh my god, he was so involved. Like,
Yeah.
it's
He had his
crazy.
hands in a lot of pies.
It was oh.
His teeth.
But Andrew, we're doing something a little different this episode of the Family Album, right?
Yeah.
Instead of talking about 2 albums, we're talking about, I guess, a general musical concept in the form of a playlist. So what is the theme you brought on for this week's episode?
So, in light of the Diddy documentary, I wanted to do something kind of similar. So, I went with the Biggie and Tupac beef, but I created a playlist because there's not really a set one that I saw on Spotify that's like good and only includes Biggie and Tupac. It includes like other rappers like Mobb Deep,
yeah.
and that kind of stuff. So, I made my own playlist and I said to them, it's in chronological order of release date. So, we're just going to go through about 10 songs and then call it a day.
Go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, in our final few episodes of the Family Album, we're getting a little experimental. We're fucking with the formula. Mike Love is shaking in his fucking boots right now.
Yeah, never fuck with the formula.
Never ever. But I guess for those who don't know, Andrew, would you like to give a little bit of insight about your musical history, background, general musical interest, anything about music that defines you?
So, I like rap.
Yeah?
And that's kind of where this started. And I don't know, I never really listened to the older rap. I was always on the new stuff, but there's been nothing like good recently at all. So then when I saw the documentary, I started listening. And I'm not advertising the documentary here. It sounds like it, but there's so many good songs in there. And I was like, man, dude, I'm going to start listening to it. And then I started listening to it. It was like perfect timing when you reached out to me. Because I'm like, man, I gotta do this. Like, it's so good. But as far as my music background goes, I made beats a lot in college. I made a couple songs under the alias of Smokestacks that have yet to see the light of day. And I don't know if they ever will. But we'll see. Maybe. Me and my boy, we're still working on the Christmas album.
Yeah, when you're
So
on your
we'll see.
deathbed. You're your posthumous debut.
I'll be like Tupac. I'll press a release button on my deathbed. Oh, actually, that's poor Tupac.
Yeah. There's a lot of tragedy in what we're going to be talking about today.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
A lot of crazy shit happening.
But I guess to dive into the tragedy, we should begin with a little bit of history.
How are you going to structure the history, by the way? Are you going to just do it like each track? Like
That's a good point, Andrew. How would you like to do this? Would you like to give a little kind of brief context for surrounding as we enter the first track and kind of go significance events track by track?
That sounds like a good idea. We'll give like a background, like you said, like a brief history, and then we'll kind of take it by there.
All right.
Kind of year by year, because it's broken up pretty well. Like the songs throughout their life and like their fame. But
Yeah.
to start off, I guess, Tupac and Biggie were friends.
They were.
Believe it or not. We'll start with that. So Biggie was a part of a record company owned by Diddy and started by Diddy. And it's called Bad Boys. And that record company didn't really take off yet. It was kind of, it had some good, decent artists like whatchamacallit, Craig, and it wasn't really taken off yet until Biggie kind of joined in. He was like their golden boy. You know what I mean? And then Tupac, on the other hand, he was on his own. And he was doing pretty well, but
he was an actor as well as a musician. Yeah,
craziness, dude. No wonder women loved him, dude. They loved him. But
Jada Pinkett Smith.
He didn't really belong to a big major record label until Death Row Records approached him when he was in jail, which we'll get into
way
that.
later.
Yeah, we'll get into all that. But that was like the main beef between the East and the West Coast.
Yeah.
East Coast was all Bad Boys, and that was the biggest label there. And then West Coast was Death Row Records. And that included Snoop Dogg, Dre, Suge Knight. And yeah, a lot of big names in this, man.
The East versus West Coast beef was really prevalent in the late 80s, early 90s, to the point where it got violent, it got dangerous, and it got downright depressing.
Yeah, there's a lot of like just malpractice all over the history
a lot of
this track list right here.
Yeah, a lot of unjustified deaths, a lot of really unfortunate just instances of artists just kind of beefing with each other instead of coming together, especially for a genre that was so, I guess, looked down upon at the time.
Yeah.
But eventually, you know, it took a tragedy to get things towards a brighter future.
I would also just like to backtrack a little bit and say the reason why I brought up Jada Pinkett Smith was because she, like, not too long ago, maybe like a little over a year, she had like randomly stated online that I think she dated Tupac for like a little bit.
Okay.
But amidst like people questioning her about the state of her and Will Smith's marriage, she had said that her one and only true love was Tupac.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Just
man.
fucking crazy.
Poor Will.
So, in case you're wondering why I randomly injected that into our conversation,
I didn't know
that
that.
is why.
All right.
She is
Cool.
tangentially related to Tupac's history. Yeah.
Another element of legacy of the Smith legacy, I guess. I guess there's also a big thing before we hop into this first track, or would you like to bring it up on this first track?
No, go ahead.
I guess what kind of starts this whole beef, what kind of severs the friendship between Biggie and Tupac is the Quad Studio shooting incident.
Yeah.
Where Tupac was set to record a track with, was a Little Sean, I believe.
I'm not sure.
I'll put it in the description if not, but
Fact check chat. Get
exactly. But he was going over towards Quad Studios, it was in New York. Yeah, and he was approached by. Do you remember what their name was?
I don't offhand.
I know one of the shooters was Dexter Isaac. He later admitted that. So he was one of the shooters involved with him. The guy who was with Tupac set it up. He got paid $2,500 to set it up. And a lot of people believe that Jimmy Henchman was the one who paid him and was involved in this, orchestrated this. He was also not related to Bad Boy Studios, kind of coming up in the music industry, but he kind of sensed tension between Diddy and Tupac, and the tension is related to the friendship between Biggie and Tupac. Diddy thought that Biggie was going to get snatched up and then go over with Tupac to become like a mentee, I guess, of Tupac, because he liked his style, liked his swagger.
They were friends.
They were close, and every time Biggie went to California, he would sleep on Tupac's couch, and that's referenced
That is
pretty aggressively.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the
inciting incident where Tupac was shot and robbed, but he survived.
They tried to make it look like a robbery, but really they were kind of trying to do this in favor, to kind of gain favor of Diddy, Puffy Combs.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
Tupac's world kind of shattered as Biggie and Diddy were in the same building at the night that it happened.
And it was speculated, like, at least from the perspective in these tracks, like the first few of them, Tupac at least acknowledges the fact that, like, they knew.
Yeah.
And the fact that Biggie was, like, a huge, like, friend of his.
Didn't warn him.
That's what really broke his heart and led him to write a lot of these lyrics.
And according to the documentary, Biggie didn't really have any knowledge of this. It was more Diddy who suspect was more so involved on this. And also the track Who Shot Ya was recorded before
the incident happened.
But they waited to
timing-
The timing is
Yeah, it
a
was
little bit
very
uncanny.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Who do
Yeah.
you think did that, you know?
Uh-huh.
No
yeah.
other than our boy.
And I guess that'll let us segue into the first track on this playlist, which we will link in the description if you would like to follow along.
Good song.
We have a Who Shot Ya by the Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah, what do you guys think of this song, first off?
Generally, I like the sample.
Yeah.
It's cool. I also think how this is the start of the trend of Biggie just kind of being like, don't fuck with me hypothetically in Minecraft.
Not IRL. It's so good.
I agree. I do like the sample a lot. I think what's cool about all these tracks back and forth that you really kind of see the two sides of like what makes East Coast and West Coast like their unique styles of hip hop.
Definitely.
Based off like the sampling, based off like the flow style and just like the overall energy they have.
Oh, for sure. Because like their overall sort of styles and avenues of attacking what they're trying to talk about are completely different.
Yeah.
I find that Tupac takes the more theatrical route with his samples and stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas Biggie, he's a bit more on the chill side, but he has like an edge to him.
Yeah, there's something like almost like ominous and like haunting, kind of building tension with a lot of Biggie's tracks, where Tupac is aggressive and just like out the gate, just blunt about like what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's very aggressive.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
But yeah, no, I agree. I thought Who Shot Ya is just a good sounding track and just in general. And I don't know why, but some sources say, even though it was recorded beforehand, some sources say that the second verse
Was recorded after. Yeah.
Which I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think I
believe-
buy.
Check that.
I feel like that's kind of like reaching, or at least just trying to like craft a narrative.
Right, yeah.
Definitely.
Like trying to
see
like
that.
force it. It's like we were saying earlier, like the Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode.
Yeah.
Where Charlie's on
Charlie's
the board.
bored.
Yeah. He's like, "Who shot you?" Second verse.
It was for an aftermath, I swear.
It was a battle. It's crazy. And also, Tupac actually went to jail. Like, I don't know how long after.
It was
within
very
the
shortly after
week,
he got shot.
Right
Yeah.
after.
Uh-huh.
And the charges that he was charged with, it was by Ayanna Jackson. It was on some sexual assault charges.
Yeah.
And he apparently left the room after sleeping with her. And two guys came in. And he vigorously defended himself, saying that he had no involvement, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to take blame for what other people do. And then the other side of the argument was, well, you knew these guys. And
Yeah, you could have stopped.
yeah,
them.
no,
Yeah.
and you probably knew what
I
was
see,
going to
okay.
happen.
Because I didn't know the details on like that. I knew like what the charges were. I didn't know the story
Yeah.
though.
It's
Okay.
like a staple in the
crazy.
overall timeline.
Yeah.
Because I think
It's very important for what happens for Tupac's arc,
especially referentially with like his lyrics and
Yes.
sort of motifs.
I see. Well, yeah, that definitely put a lot of things in perspective.
There is one lyric, I forget exactly how he phrases it, but I think he says something like, your heart's pounding like Sasquatch's feet.
Yeah. So like one of the
I
first
did
few
audibly
lines.
laugh when I heard that.
Biggie's got some fun lines.
Yeah,
He's so good, man.
His lyrics are very cartoon, but like in a really nice way.
Yeah.
Slip and break the 11th commandment. Thou shalt not fuck with nor see Papa.
Like, he's so good and he has so much talent. I
Yeah.
watched like a freestyle with literally him and Tupac
Yeah.
just on a podcast freestyle. And it was nuts. I'm like, man,
Yeah, rest in peace.
I know. Very
Unfortunately. Do you have any other thoughts on Who Shot Ya, Andrew?
No, I just liked it.
All right,
Thought it was a good track.
cool.
It sounded like you were asking like the guy who shot Andrew. Any thoughts on the guy who shot you, man? Like,
Yeah.
you dare shoot smokestack?
No, he's pretty cool.
You guys squash the beef like Sasquatch feet.
Dude, who shot me?
Question of the week: Who shot Andrew?
I was just about to say that. It's going to be open ended in case anybody wants to fess up.
Exactly.
Okay, so something else I wanted to reference here. After this song, are we cool on this song?
I'm ready to move on.
Yeah, I think so.
After Tupac's in jail, right?
Yes.
And Suge Knight goes to a birthday party. Suge Knight, we mentioned earlier, was a part of Death Row
He
Rap.
co-founded, I believe. Yeah.
Him and Mr. Dre. And they were at some birthday party and he got into a scuffle with Diddy at the party. He goes outside and someone comes up to him, which is I believe it is Diddy's bodyguard, comes up, puts a gun to his bodyguard's head and shoots him. And Suge Knight sees this, and Suge Knight, he was a gangster, like a
Yeah.
real tough motherfucker, like crazy. So he grabs Diddy by the neck and he puts him in a headlock. And Diddy's like, chill, man, chill. It's all good. He goes, no, it's not. Like, it's not chill.
Fair
like,
enough.
Yeah.
After killing someone,
Your boy just died.
Yeah.
Like, and then the shooter ran off. And ever since then, Suge Knight had
a grudge.
major. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, after that, how could you not?
Yeah. I mean, that's just blatant, just violence. Like out in the open.
It's a little irrecoverable, I'd argue.
For just having a disagreement, I guess.
Literally.
Yeah.
And then Snoop tells Suge Knight, he's like, yo, because he was friends with Tupac. He's like, Tupac has similar grievances, and he's a very talented artist. I think we could really benefit from signing him, getting him on. So Suge Knight goes out and he posts his bail.
He was like 1.4 mil.
Nuts. Dude.
Yeah.
Nuts. And that money back then, too.
Exactly. Even more. Yeah.
It's insane, man.
But he gets him out of jail, and then Tupac just signs immediately, essentially. And that leads to our next track, Holla At Me.
I like this song, too.
This song's a good one.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I really like the utilization of the vocalist because she sounds so like smooth with it, but the shit that she's singing is like, it's like, don't fuck with me. Like,
do not. That's a major theme.
Like of the overall playlist, yeah.
No, fuck with me.
Seeing that juxtaposition though on this track of just like how great she's singing, and then you're just kind of listening in, you're like, oh damn, better watch where you sleep before we find you.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Find where you stay. But yeah, Nancy Fletcher, her backup vocals are really nice all across this track. I also love the sampling and beats on pretty much all of the Tupac songs in this playlist. They're very lively, they're very groovy. I also really dig that you kind of emphasize like marimba inclusions that are on the sample, which is rad as hell.
Dang, I didn't even hear that.
I also like how this track is structured, where it's basically just his grievances with like 3 different factions for each verse. Like the first is like his old like friend Stretch, how he feels like he like set him up for the quad shooting. Then it's his grievances with Diddy and Biggie, and the last one is with Ayanna Jackson. It's like a whole just crafted narrative, basically being like "fuck you, fuck you, fuck you."
He's coming at everyone,
but it's like
deserved.
The thing is, though, at least on this track, I find that this one has less of like an aggressive tone, but more of like a sardonic and sarcastic tone.
Yeah,
which is really interesting. It's kind of like just more bitter than anything.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, I just love it. Except the only thing I had, like, not a problem with, I didn't love the chorus as much. I didn't think it was, like, as good as his other ones, but still, fantastic verses, great song overall.
I had some lines that I'd like to shout out. How could you do me like that? I took your family and I put some cash in your pocket, made you a man again. I feel like that's just very, very strong.
Oh, yeah. Definitely personal.
I thought I had another one, but I didn't, so I'm sorry about lying.
Better holla at me.
Next
time you see me.
But I think overall, I just really like the confidence and like intensity that he has in his flow style.
Yeah,
like his performance is just very engaging and just really adds just like the feelings he has towards these people. You just feel what he's feeling.
Oh yeah, he had like that's probably all he was thinking about in prison, because he's just like, he viewed Biggie of him as like close friends, and even the person with him, dude.
Yeah, he got betrayed.
Oh my god, what the hell is his name? It's escaping me. It starts with an S. I forget his name.
Is it Stretch?
Stretch, yes, great work. No, yeah, Stretch is the one who betrayed him, and he was just like fuming for 9 months straight, and then he comes out with this. It's like, well, makes sense.
Better holla at me.
Better holla at him, dude. Oh man.
I think. Is there any more history before this next track? Because I feel like these are like back to back on the same album.
Same album, same day.
Next up we have Can't See Me. This one's rad as hell.
I love
the Funkadelic-esque beat.
Dude, with George Clinton?
Yeah, that shit was kind of dope, not gonna lie.
Dude, and Dr. Dre produced it. Dude.
It's so funny because like later on he ends up kind of beefing with Dr. Dre, like later down the line. So the irony of having like one of the greatest tracks like in this beef, and then like later down the line,
it's so good.
The shit writes itself, quite frankly.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like this is my favorite one of all of them. Like,
Gotcha.
I can see why.
That's fair. This one definitely was a favorite as well. I love the hook on this one. It's fucking rad. George Clinton fits right in on this sample, but just like how like just funky it is with the piano loops and the synths. I also love the horns that periodically that pop in.
Yeah.
That makes it, bro. How they just come and go. It's like perfect, man.
Also, like Favor Flav's little like cameo at the very end. That's a cool little inclusion. I also like this is another track where he just directly calls out Biggie at the very end.
Yup.
Some lyrics that I enjoy. My shit be popping out the record store as if it was a drug house. Tell them tricks that shot me that they missed, they ain't kill me.
Yeah.
Just basically acknowledging what happened and how he's just fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Not happy.
But still, like, well before the more like aggressive tone shifts that you get in the next track.
Yeah, this is like a subliminal like disses. I feel like he was trying to gauge Biggie, get him to kind of clap back, right? You know,
But for full force.
Yeah. And Diddy, they kept saying like, well, Diddy claims he was never telling Biggie to do that, but on the documentary, the guy who worked with Diddy, he said that Diddy was constantly pressuring Biggie, like you have to respond. You gotta respond. So we get two different sides of that story. I'm not very inclined to believe Diddy. But
no, I don't very reputable source.
I don't think many people really would be. Now that I think about it, I feel like it's funny because of how you mentioned the Biggie mention is like at the very end where he mentions Dr. Dre like 4 times.
Dr. Dre, this was for you, Big.
Big B.
It's so good, man.
Anything else, or shall I move on to the big one, the big kahuna?
The big kahuna.
Possibly, people say this is one of like the best disses of all time.
I don't blame him for saying that.
Dude, there's so many good bars on here.
Insane.
Hit 'Em Up is a great fucking track.
It's so good. I was just gonna say the only thing I could say history-wise before this was that there were rumors of Biggie's wife sleeping with Tupac.
And that she recorded a line for this track, or is that a different song? Okay,
I don't know.
Okay,
I'm not sure. But I just know that there was rumors of her sleeping with him.
Which is why he talks about it. Yeah.
He's just like...
You say you're a player, but I fucked your wife. Yeah.
And then he's like, fuck you, bitch. And the click you claim. I love it, dude. It's so hard. Like, oh my God.
There's like... First of all, like I mentioned in the last track, the tone shift between this and the last track is fucking like night and day. Whereas, as you were saying before, he's kind of trying to like bait Biggie a bit, like and try to get like a rise out of him a little bit.
Tupac was ringing the doorbell in the last track. Here he's fucking slamming the door right now.
And this isn't even knock down the door, which is hilarious. Like, he's in the house now.
The call's coming from inside the house.
No, literally. It's fucking crazy. It's also funny that this is a fucking B-side of like the singles on a double CD album. Like, holy shit. Imagine just like you're listening through and all of a sudden you just get this fucking like maelstrom of like Jesus
vitriol.
Christ.
Posse track. I also like, dude, Biggie just gets dogpiled on this song.
Absolutely.
Because all the features here just are constantly back to back to be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
And he's like, I don't even need to be on this record. You ain't worth my time.
Exactly.
Not on my level of it.
And then at the very end, he almost in this animalistic way is just fucking going the fuck off. Like,
the
fuck you.
The Mob Deep line about having sickle cell is fucking crazy. That shit got me.
That was pretty good.
So good, dude. And he was hurt. Like, you could tell he was hurt.
How could you not be?
Like, and do this. He was definitely hurt. And, like, this is showing how hurt he was from the betrayal.
Yeah.
Because he was really close, you know?
Of course. I think Outlaws, they all hold their own very well, which is really impressive.
I know.
Yeah.
Like,
For like the type of like energy and just like style that like Tupac is going for on this track, they all kind of carry that same like energy and they keep up with him, which is really cool.
Definitely.
And they say something about like your little beat writer or something. I think they're coming at Puff when they say that, which is crazy, dude. It's just so good.
Some lines that I picked out. Of course, you claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. Who shot me?
Who shot me, but
you punks didn't finish.
Yeah.
The sing song, the Biggie Smalls just got dropped.
Biggie Smalls
just got dropped.
So good.
Biggie, remember when he used to let you sleep on the couch and beg the bitch to let you sleep in the house?
Yeah. That's callback, dude.
Yeah.
Literally every single shot under the belt that he could take, he fucking did. it's crazy.
Yeah, it's personal, man.
It is.
Yeah.
Like I did a little bit of listening while I was driving around, and just like going from the last track to this.
Did you like get angry? Did you start like fuming, like thinking, "Man, I'm gonna hurt
someone"?
somebody.
Like cut me off, and then just about to be like,
crash into him. You're like, first off,
you think you're a player? And I just like go right into him. I T-bone him.
it's a grandma. Who are you?
I fucked your wife.
You better holler at me.
Saying this to an old woman. You better holler at me.
And then after that, Matt completely rebrands his name. Let's get to this next era.
I wonder what books I'll read while I'm in prison. It's gonna be great. Gotta catch up on some reading.
Anything else about Hit 'Em Up?
No, I think we're good.
Nah, this is just probably the most vicious and the only one that is like depicted as a real diss track on this list. All the other ones, it was
they're more
all
general.
Like, it's like there's a diss here and there. This song is just solely going in all about.
They're coming for blood. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Is there any history before we hop into this next track? Bomb first, my second reply.
Tupac dies, and I got some history for this, man, because it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So there's this guy named Orlando Anderson, right? Mm-hmm. And he is affiliated with the Crips, the Southside Crips. Now, people usually associate Crips with West Side and Bloods with East Side, but these Southside Crips, they weren't a part of the same branch, as you say. And so Tupac had beef with them. Diddy is claimed to have paid these Crips $1 million to kill Tupac and Suge Knight.
I see.
And on September 7th of 1996, we're going way back here, they were at a Mike Tyson fight. And to give you history on Orlando Anderson, he had allegedly robbed one of Tupac's friends or an associate of Death Row Records. So this Orlando Anderson guy's there. Tupac's there with a few people from Death Row Records, and Tupac recognizes him. He's like, "Hey, ain't that guy the guy like that robbed us?" And they're like, "Yeah, let's go fuck him up." So out in the lobby, there's live footage of this, of Tupac and a bunch of Death Row people beating the shit out of this guy.
Yeah.
And hours later, Tupac is dead in a drive-by shooting, which Keefe D, who is the uncle of Orlando Anderson, was in a police interview, claims to have been in the car in the passenger seat when Orlando shot at them. Now, Suge Knight and Tupac were in the same car. Suge Knight got shot in the head and somehow didn't die. Somehow.
Wow.
Tupac died. And they claim to have been standing on the corner right across the street mocking them as the police were like getting the body bags out, which is insane to me. I'm like, dude, you're literally there like just saying like, we did this, like we killed your boy. I'm not too sure about the retaliations that happened after, but except for the one. But all I know is that Tupac died that night, and it's because of not only Diddy, but also them beating up Orlando. So that was the end of the Tupac era, and that is about, I think that's 13 days before this album comes out.
Yeah, where Tupac rebrands as Machiavelli.
Machiavelli.
Yeah, as Matt, you were saying, because he was studying Machiavelli in prison.
Yeah, this whole idea, he was really obsessed with this idea that like what Machiavelli was saying, I forget in what book, but fucking the whole idea of like the end justifies the means. That's like the reoccurring theme, I guess, all across that whole album and that whole persona.
Yeah.
At least from what I was reading. I don't know. And I also think it was recorded the first week of August, which was 1 month before he died, and released 2 weeks after he died.
So, yeah, it was posthumous.
Yeah.
And that actually makes me feel better about the album too, because it wasn't like it was like AI like Juice WRLD.
Yeah,
I feel
exactly.
like there's no way Juice WRLD made all those songs and then they released. I swear it's
that's what they do with
AI.
like XX-Tentacion.
Yeah,
too.
like it's gotta
it's
be.
just gross.
So it makes me feel better about the art, and also they probably couldn't do that back then.
I would imagine.
Yeah,
definitely not.
I feel like we'd be in an all new level of fucked if they could do that back then.
Tupac AI.
That probably exists.
Dude, it does actually.
Yeah.
Drake included it on his diss track against Kendrick.
On some sexy songs?
No.
It was on some sexy songs?
It was for the Kendrick Drake beef.
Yeah.
Oh, that's insane.
Was it Family Matters? Was that one?
No, it wasn't officially
Push-Ups.
released. No,
it wasn't,
It was
okay.
after Push-Ups. It was
Yeah.
like a day after. I forget what it was called. It was something stupid, but he included Snoop Dogg AI too. And it's like
he's alive.
I think it's Tailor Made Freestyle.
Taylor Made. That's it. Yeah.
Because Snoop Dogg reposted it.
That's so okay. A little side tangent. That's so wild that he decided to do that, considering like Kendrick on T-Pab does a much more tasteful little ending bit at like the last track of that album, where fucking like Drake was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna use AI, like fuck it.
Exactly. Yep.
Dude, and it's crazy. He only did it because apparently Tupac passed the torch to Snoop, and then Snoop passed the torch to Kendrick, and he was doing it to like mock his like history and shit. I'm like, damn.
And it's like, wow, you really don't get it, do you, brother?
That's so lame. Go back to your Degrassi wheelchair.
I think he has to after the beating he fucking took in 2024.
Yeah, that was
God.
rough.
Yeah.
That was rough.
But deserved.
Oh my God, yeah.
What does
It was.
Dude, isn't that crazy? That's like the Tupac Biggie beef of our era. Isn't that like sad? Like listening back to this, I'm like, damn, bro.
Well, at least it didn't end in tragedy.
I was gonna say nobody died,
That's
so
good.
I think
Not
that's
yet.
let's not will that into the universe.
Exactly. Let's keep things as they are right now with
I'm just
one
saying.
certified loser.
Like the songs, dude. I like these songs much better. Even though there are good songs. Don't get me wrong. The Kendrick Drake diss tracks were fire.
I think all of Kendrick's were knocked out of the park. I just don't like
Euphoria.
Drake.
It's not like the bar was very high in general for Drake's diss tracks.
Exactly. Yeah. That's a fair point.
See, y'all are gonna hate, but I think Push-Ups was heat. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I loved it.
Never heard it.
Loved Push-Ups.
I mean,
oh my god,
of like Drake's tracks, not bad. It was good. Yeah.
like that though, and Not Like Us. Fire.
What was it?
Fire.
The Hard Part 6. That one.
That was terrible.
Ass.
That was
bad.
shit. That was just
that was garbage.
Embarrassing. That was like a villain, like an anime villain, like talking at the end. Oh, it was so bad.
It would do some shit like that.
misunderstanding.
He tried to do like the Tupac hit him up, like talking at the end, and then it just did not.
Yeah, it was
hit
rough,
the same,
dude. It was bad. He also completely misunderstood a track from Mr. Morale. Just didn't do his homework. Yeah, it was rough.
It's a tough scene, bro.
But anyway, back to Tupac, or in this case, Machiavelli.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tupac's new alias, where he basically kind of goes through this, I guess, like rebirth kind of transformation, where he goes from Tupac to Machiavelli, and that is kind of reflected in the musical stylings because it's very different from the past 3 tracks that we've heard.
Oh yeah, even from just like a production standpoint,
Exactly.
without a doubt.
Yeah, it's a lot more ominous. It's a lot more haunting. A little bit of like a horrorcore kind of influence, and I feel like it's also kind of pulling from East Coast, just like stylings as well. Maybe it's like a kind of like a mocking way, which I think is kind of an interesting choice.
The book that he was reading, by the way, was The Prince by Machiavelli.
Gotcha.
I think also what has to do with this different sound is that this is when Dr. Dre left Death Row Studios.
I see.
So
Okay.
he wasn't involved in this at all, which also is probably why they had beef. But
Yeah. Fair enough.
it is crazy. I got some history on that too, but it's
We'll get there.
Crazy, yeah.
I think it's also interesting how, like, I know this was like a posthumously released like album, so this track is part of that. But it's interesting here how he also, I forget if he really mentions it on this track, but like on this album, I know he kind of talks about like unseen forces pulling the strings.
Yeah.
Which is why it's like the Kill Illuminati type deal that he's doing.
Ooh, that makes sense.
And because that's like another thing that happens in the book that he wanted to sort of like emulate with his music.
Yeah.
So he was aware. He was just like, the odds are against me right now. Like,
Yeah.
you guys need to hear what I have to say.
And he wrote another track about the odds being against him, which we'll get to in a second.
Dude, I don't know. I didn't like these tracks. Like low key, maybe like not disses aside, just the sound quality. I was like, this is not the same as his other ones.
I mean,
his other
yeah.
ones were crazy.
It is different. It's a lot less like energetic. It's a lot less, in layman's terms, it's a lot less fun.
Yeah.
In terms of like how it sounds. It's very much there to like send a message and very much just to show just Tupac's ever-growing anger and just like
it doesn't end.
Escalating fury as he essentially, as these tracks go on, he just gets more and more blunt and direct with who he's calling out and why.
Yeah,
like dude, none of these people can escape it, especially on the next track we'll get to. But I think also it's cool that he's keeping like outlaws around.
Yeah.
And
I like that.
And they still just kind of keep up with
They
him.
hold up.
Yeah. And
good.
I also like how he's just really also showing his loyalty to his boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice that he's, just at least seeing some silver linings and the good things he has in his life. Anything else about Bomb First? Shall I move on?
I don't know. I like the horns better and Can't See Me. And another thing I meant to say this: Can't See Me, the C. The reason why I didn't do SEE is because C stands for Crips. Crazy.
Oh, shit. Shall I move on to the next track?
Yeah, go ahead.
Next, we have Against All Odds, the second Machiavelli and the last one on this playlist. Very similar to Bomb First, but there's a lot more call-outs, specifically to Nas, Mobb Deep, De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest. Once again, like the threats, like the aggression, the confidence that he has, it's pretty engaging to see just him just kind of going off on all these people. But I think I agree, just not like as engaging as like his, I guess, pre-Machiavelli era. I like the strings that are using the samples as well as the hand drums. I think that's neat.
Does it sample? It's Herb Alpert or whatever. Am I thinking of another track?
I might be thinking of another track too. I'll look up what this sample is based off.
I thought I had read on either the wiki for this song or the next song that like that 50 Cent said he wanted to play this at his funeral.
Yeah. Okay, it's nice.
I might be thinking of another track, but I'm pretty sure it was this one.
Okay.
And also, two, that it samples something from the composer Herb Alpert.
Gotcha. Okay. I'd have to look it up. I'll put it in the description. Andrew, what are your thoughts on Against All Odds?
I don't know. I feel like he's saying kind of like the similar or same stuff that he's been saying before, but it's more direct, like you were saying. He calls out people by name.
I'm on Hypnotized. My bad.
There we go.
I was like, what the fuck?
What's going on here? I also skipped this track when I first listened, when I was taking my notes. I was like, oh, fuck, I got to go back.
It's stiff competition, if I'm being honest. In the grand echelon of Andrew's playlist, it is a little bit like...
It's not like the
Sorry,
best,
y'all.
But
it's all good.
I mean, it's the last one released like close-ish to his death, It's like kind of, I don't know, I guess that gives it some credit. But that's about all I have to say about that album and whatnot.
Yeah. Is there any history leading into, I guess, this next era? Because we get to Biggie's side now.
No, but I'll touch on the Dr. Dre stuff just because I found it interesting, man. So Eminem was coming up in 99, but before that, Dr. Dre left Death Row Studios because he wanted to stay out of all that East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah, because he was working with Nas now at that point. He was like, hey, let's like bridge this gap real quick.
Yeah, he's like, we're all doing music. Like, why are we fighting? This doesn't make sense. So he was rational.
Yeah.
And him and Snoop left. And then in 99, that's when they heard Eminem, and that's when it really took off, their label. And then Suge Knight had big beef with Dr. Dre for leaving. He thought he like bailed on him. And also he had beef then that kind of went down onto Eminem. And it's really cool because, I love Eminem.
Yeah.
And in the song Like Toy Soldiers that Eminem releases, he claims why he never spoke out against Suge Knight, because Suge Knight would do some crazy shit, like corner him at like award ceremonies and that kind of stuff.
Wow.
With like a bunch of people from Death Row. It's crazy. Like he would show up at houses that he was at when he was filming music videos. So he said why he never spoke out is because Dr. Dre told him to stay out of it. He stayed out of all of it because Dr. Dre's like, we don't fuck with that. Like, we're not getting involved.
Yeah.
This is why I left, because look at what it did to Biggie.
That's
Tupac,
a good point. Yeah.
Which is crazy. I thought it was a fun fact, though. Fun fact from Dr. Dre.
Right from Dr. Dre.
Right from his mouth.
I don't really remember this track that much. The only line that I had written down was something about like flabby and sick looking like De La Soul or some shit.
Yeah.
What's this, Against All Odds?
Yeah. We're still on Against All Odds, right?
It's just
we're about to move on to Hypnotize.
I was about to say.
Yeah, it's just, it wasn't memorable compared to the other ones, I think, at least.
Just kind of attacking everybody again.
There's a lot of that on this playlist. But shall we, I guguess, get to some levity, though, with this next track?
The Tupac, he just went off for a while.
Yeah.
For about a year.
Yeah. Biggie was biding his time.
No, this is 2 years. Yeah, 2 years
Yep.
now. Tupac is just hitting
Going at it.
Biggie's not saying nothing.
Nah.
Nothing, no crickets from him.
He's waiting
And
until this second album when he comes out with top of the chart single, Hypnotize.
Yeah.
Which came out in March 4th of 1997. It was released a couple weeks before the actual album, which is nice because he got to see it released before
he died very shortly after.
before Yeah.
This is the one that 50 Cent said he wanted to have played at his funeral.
Yo, speaking of that, 50 Cent funeral flowers after he saw the documentary.
I heard.
And 50 Cent posted about it. He's like, the fuck is this shit?
Oh my God.
So good.
That's wild.
It's so good. He gives no fucks. And then every interview I see 50 Cent like fighting off a smile. They're like, does Diddy know that you have this footage? He's like, I don't think so.
I mean, deserved.
Yeah.
It was a piece of shit.
He was, dude. He was.
Is.
Yeah.
Is
a piece of
currently.
shit.
Yeah.
He has not
That's
changed.
a good point. But what's not a piece of shit is Hypnotize.
It is really
it's
good.
Fire.
This track fucking rips. The sample is excellent.
This is the Herb Alpert one.
There we go.
Yeah.
Ooh.
His lines are a lot of fun on this track, and there's really not too much that's about like the beef in general. I guess besides the fact that he's just like being like, I'm still tough, I'm still here,
Right.
Like I'm still in the game.
It's viewed as that way, I think, only because it came out after Tupac died and he's flexing how up he is, like how rich he is.
Yeah.
And then Tupac's whole style was all about the thug life and, you know, like, I don't know, not having riches and fortunes and whatnot. And Biggie's kind of doing that. So it might also be another Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Charlie on the chalkboard, trying to connect the dots and whatnot. But either way, banger. Absolute banger.
I feel like a lot of the lyrics are more kind of generalized. And it's more kind of him saying the East Coast, West Coast beef. Like, even though Tupac was like on top of the world, I still got it too on like my side of the front. And that he proved it by getting this to #1.
Yeah.
But it's just a really just solid party song. The Biggie, Biggie, Biggie chorus is really memorable.
So good.
One line that I died at was, now who's the real dookie, meaning who's really the shit.
So funny.
But yeah, I mean, this is definitely an iconic sample. Definitely just a really good track all around, even if it doesn't really lend itself much to what we're talking about today.
Did he actually produce the track?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because did he produce the first one too?
I'm pretty sure.
That makes sense.
Yeah. He unfortunately was involved in all of like Biggie's big hits and whatnot. And he had a weird thing with artists about like wanting to control them and everything they did. And his contracts were absolutely terrible. There's one thing that happened before Tupac died. It was a award ceremony with Suge Knight, and Suge Knight goes on stage and he just straight up disses not Tupac, Diddy, and he says any artist who wants to actually get paid for their work that they do and wants to be on a record label that actually cares about you and wants you to succeed, come over to us. Basically, like say like Diddy doesn't. Diddy goes on stage, and this is where you can see the manipulation, bro. It's crazy. Diddy played it so right. He was like, you know, a lot of people were saying some, you know, untrue things about us, but, you know, we're just going to stay positive. We're out here, you know, and it's like, oh my God, like he took the high road. And it's like, if you're looking from an outside perspective, you're like, man, what a classy, upstand guy.
Yeah, but not knowing about the behind the scenes stuff. Yeah.
It's insane.
The worst dramatic irony of all time.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
Yeah, it sucks how fucked up the music industry is.
Yeah.
You hate to see it.
And how like it sucks how fucked up it is and how it always ends up being like, you know that one Harry Potter meme where it's like, why is it always you three?
Yeah.
I feel like Diddy somehow is always one of the three when it comes to just any fucked up music industry thing.
You can point to Diddy.
Literally, he was so involved, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, unfortunately. Do you have anything else to say about Hypnotize?
I love this song. It's
very good.
It's just so good. And yeah,
All right.
That's pretty much it.
Well, now we're on Biggie's like second album, so we can move right on to "Kick in the Door," which I believe follows this track in the album listing.
Well, I do want to say something beforehand. Before
Go right
this, Biggie dies.
Yes.
So the way he died, it was unfortunate. He was supposed to be in London, in the UK, doing like the first ever international press run of Bad Boy Records. It's a huge, step up. But they were in California doing something, and he gets a call like the day before their flight's leaving, or maybe it's the day of. I'm not quite sure, but he gets a call from Diddy, and Diddy says, "We're not going. We cancel the flight. We're going to this party instead." And Biggie's like, "What do you mean? Like, I want to go. Like, why aren't we going? Like, my new album's coming out soon. Like, this would be great, you know?" But he's like, "We're not going." And so then they decided that they weren't going because Diddy didn't want to go, and they go to this party instead. And the reasoning allegedly is that Diddy wanted to party on the West Coast and kind of like stomp on the grave of Tupac. He wanted to rub it in. So he was like, "This is a perfect opportunity." And that's where Biggie dies on March 9th of 1997, which is crazy.
Nuts, man. A couple of weeks before the album came out. That's so insane.
It's terrible.
It's nuts because like that was so avoidable, you know?
Yeah. And also, it sucks that they've also both shared like the same fate.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the tragic irony in that.
They shared the same fate, and it was like escalated and initiated by the same person.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like he might not have pulled the trigger, but if they weren't there, he knew that he was putting them all in danger by going there. But he wanted to do it just to flex on them, you know?
Yep.
And it's insane to me. So sad, man. And Biggie was actually reworking his contract before his death. And apparently, after death, the person who Diddy was working with at Bad Boys claims that Diddy wanted to change the contract. He's like, "Nah, like Biggie's family doesn't know about this rework, and we'll change it so we get more money." And he's like, "What the fuck? Is this wrong, dude?"
Yeah.
And so he wouldn't do it. And 90 days later, he was fired.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Which is nice so
monster.
that Biggie got his family, the contract stayed intact, but it's just insane.
They was like fighting tooth and nail to not have this happen.
It's so fucked up. He was such a monster, man.
Well, hopefully he continues to rot.
Yeah.
For sure. Dude, I hope this documentary does something.
Guys, like if you hate P. Diddy too.
This is the last thing. But Eminem's song, the last album that he released, he has a song called Fuel. And in it, he said, it was something like, you don't want to spell the word rapper and leave out the P. Diddy. And it was funny, but then he goes off and says, like, I don't want to beef with him because then he'll be like Keefy D, get him. And Keefy D, was the uncle of Orlando Anderson who shot Tupac. And it hadn't come out yet, the documentary, but when it came out, I was like, holy fuck, dude. Like, that's insane, dude. He knew. It's crazy. So everyone's just known that P. Diddy
is a piece of shit.
He's just a fucking monster.
Unfortunately.
But anyway.
Shall we move on to this next track?
Yes, sir. March 25th.
Kick in the Door. This is a very different track from Hypnotize. It's definitely not a single, but I think this is one of Biggie's strongest performances, I think.
Yeah, a lot of very like salient imagery.
Yeah.
Especially like, what's the line? He's like, "Oh, better get off Notorious penis before I squeeze and bust."
Yeah. I think they got cum in them because they nothing but dicks. Your rain on top was short like leprechauns. I drop
so
unexpectedly like bird shit. The lightweight for Geely in my 9 milli makes the white shake. That's why my money's never funny.
It's very shit posty, but he pulls it off well and with like a certain gusto, I will admit.
Because from Who Shot You and Hypnotize, at least like from what I've heard, it's like a lot more like lax, it's a lot more like low key and a little playful.
Yeah.
This feels a lot more purposeful and meaningful with what he's saying and a lot more energetic. Like it feels like he's like really passionate about what he's talking about here. And I think the sample kind of reflects that too, because like the old timey horns kind of give it like a classic like gangster kind of feel to it, which is really sweet. I think his wordplay is really clever and very humorous. It's like you really kind of are just like caught like stuck on every word, just with like what everything that he's saying. I also love the ending with Biggie just calling everyone out.
Yeah.
And basically just him getting to the nitty gritty after just being dogged on so often. Now it's his turn.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like refreshing.
Yeah.
So this is one of my favorites, I think.
But still like not aggressive, which is interesting.
Still true to like his style.
At least like his demeanor isn't as aggressive, even though the lyrics very much reflect like almost like a cartoonish level of like
absurdity.
Yeah.
And also, I want to say that he also dissed Nas in this song, which is crazy because Tupac dissed Nas. So that got me thinking. I'm like, who
likes Nas between these two? I mean, and Nas was East Coast too.
Anyone like Nas?
Dre did.
It's true.
They tried their best.
It's so good though. I'm like, damn, bro, he's just getting hate from
catching
all.
strays.
But
Andrew, any thoughts on Kicking the Door?
Nah, I thought it was good, but I didn't think like I don't know. Coming off of Hypnotize, I was like, damn. I did like how the intro like starts off, when it like comes off of Hypnotize, but yeah.
All right. Well, last up for Biggie, we have Long Kiss Goodnight. This is a pretty haunting track. I feel like this is definitely the most blunt about Tupac specifically. Just with like the way that he just references kind of Tupac's death. Yeah,
it's definitely quite like a sickeningly playful tone. It's like as I kiss your ass goodnight. It's like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Then again, I mean, I get it. He did get dogged on a lot, and now he's just kind of swinging while Tupac is just fucking down and fucking dead.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like it's almost like he's sort of reminiscing in like a playful way about their beef, which is interesting. But he's still just absolutely just kicking the shit out of Tupac.
100%.
I mean, yeah.
And the fact that he died, like
I feel like Diddy probably had like definitely like input on the way that he went about this.
It's not like he would disagree with anything that Biggie would say. So
yeah, because I believe I read something where it was like the day that Tupac died, like Biggie called, I think his wife just crying just because he was just so upset because they were friends and like and now he's dead.
That's true.
Yeah, and like he's just kind of doing like what he has to do for like the music scene, like what he's probably being told to do by his like devil on his shoulder.
Yeah.
But there are some very haunting lines that really just could be considered too far, like with how things ended up with Tupac. Like, you're bleeding lovely with your spirit above me. Look what you made me do. Brains blue. Hurt through the grapevine. You got fucked 4 times. Damn, that 3 to 9 fucked you up for real though. Like, yeah, this is definitely Biggie's kind of retribution track.
Yeah.
Just kind of giving it back after 2 years of nothing but just beatings, essentially. The outro is also really haunting too, where it's just Biggie's chorus repeated in the background. And who else but Diddy?
Yeah, dude, he's in every song.
That shit really rocked me, not gonna lie.
Yeah, just going out about like the East versus West Coast beef and all of his opinions on it and how he's
and he's in every song. Every single song you hear him, and I never realized that until I like started listening. I'm like, oh my god! And in every music video too, he's just there dancing.
It's twisted.
It's fucked up, dude. And he took royalties too. When he would be in there, he would take royalties. I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you? You force yourself in, and then you take royalties.
God, piece of shit.
Yeah, really.
Fuck that dude.
Crazy, dude. It's absurd.
Any more thoughts about Long Kiss Goodnight?
I think this is the most direct.
Yeah.
One that Biggie had. Even more direct than Who Shot You, because that was like unintentionally direct.
Yeah, that's barely direct.
Right.
That was made direct.
That was forced to be direct by the release.
God, the escalation of tracks throughout this entire playlist is just crazy. Going from like 10 to 100 like instantly.
Damn, Brand. It's sad. Honestly. Yeah, just seeing like how bad it got and just like how outside forces just kind of really pit these two against each other and they had to suffer for it.
Yeah.
It's really upsetting. Well, shall we close out with All Out?
Yeah.
Dude, bars, put that on the album. Oh my God.
Say that again.
Dude, our boys Outlaws, they're back.
They are back.
I was laughing when you were saying the next track because just, again, Tupac dogging on Jay-Z once more.
Yeah.
Another gay rapper like Jay-Z.
That was, dude, this track, I didn't like. I'll be real.
Oh, man.
I didn't care for this one.
Yeah, it was kind of there.
This one feels kind of childish in a way.
Yeah.
Where, like, the wordplay is, like, less clever and it's more kind of like playground insults.
Yeah, for sure.
This was posthumous, right? This track?
Yeah. This was the latest one. It was actually in 2001, which is cracy.
So that's probably also has like an effect on it.
They're coming out against them 4 years later after Biggie's album.
It's like, come on, guys. at this point.
Like, he's been dead for like 5 years. What are we doing?
For real.
I mean, I think the hook's like decent, but like you said, it's kind of old at this point with just like what's been happening and like where the scene kind of moved after Biggie died.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, well, this just feels out of place, and just the overall execution, I just feel like is not that strong.
When did this get released?
It's 2001. You said
2001.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Crazy. They must have been holding it for a while.
Yeah, I guess I thought there was gonna be like a big bombshell, but I don't know. Did people like? What was the? Do you know the reception of this track?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's I'll look that up.
Well, I can very much say that the way I received this track, it definitely like, I wouldn't say lackluster is the word, because there's definitely an impact, and you can tell by the way that like Tupac is going about each lyric.
Yeah.
There's like hurt there, but the playground analogy really feels apt.
yeah.
Because
Like the hook like uses the F slur.
yeah, at least
Yeah.
with hit me up. Sorry.
No, you got it.
Oh, I was right the first time. I just switched the letters of shit.
me
Well,
up.
never mind.
Yo, hit man
No.
up.
No, don't hit me up. What I was gonna say though, at least with that track, it was like he was swinging below the belt, but it felt very like precise and
Yeah.
well timed,
And
like the energy kind of matched that. With this, it just feels very like catty almost, which, especially for a posthumous release, it kind of does make you wonder, like, what are we doing?
yeah, why was
here?
this necessary?
Yeah.
People liked it though. Apparently,
Yeah.
they're calling it vicious and raw.
So,
But
who are they?
who are they? Is a
Yeah.
good question.
Is this just people on like Reddit?
It's very possible.
Reddit mods love this. Discord mods, I'm not sure.
We don't want to see that Discord chat get leaked. Let me
Ew.
tell you.
Apparently, there was also a remix that fans liked better than the released version, but I don't know.
So generally liked, I guess.
Okay.
I guess it was, it was more Tupac at the time. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, oh, he's back, but he's not.
Well, Andrew, I guess, what do you think overall about the Tupac versus Biggie beef? And do you have a favorite song from this playlist?
I found myself listening to Tupac's disses more, and I think that just the fact that they're like actually disses and they're more harsh rather than like the subliminals that Biggie was releasing, even though, don't get me wrong, Hypnotize, Who Shot You, fire songs, both fire songs, but Can't See Me and Hit 'Em Up, like those are insane. So I'd have to say my favorite song has to be Can't See Me.
Yeah.
And just the fact that he calls him out at the end, too. It wasn't even like until then that you knew that he was talking about you the whole time.
Yeah.
Not you, AJ, but.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I guess it's not possible. Never mind. I take that back.
No, he's coming out with his track
Posthumous.
specifically.
This was it. He pre-planned this. He knew one day a podcast would be made.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna release all the hidden podcast tracks once AJ dies.
Matt's going all out.
It's just
Who are you
the same
beefing
title.
I don't know. I think I'm Nos in this situation. I'm just catching strays.
People are randomly dogging on you for no reason. Other podcasts are joining in.
It's every Joe Rogan just like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck's up with AJ.
Here, I'm like, dude, I fucking love Kate Bush, man. Great album.
Damn, bro.
Hey, yo.
Now, what are your final thoughts on this whole discussion, I guess?
I think I underestimated just how in-depth the history that's woven in between all these diss tracks, like, really... I don't know. Like, I didn't expect it to be this, like, involved. And honestly, for, like, one person to be at just the epicenter of it all, it's almost sickening. And I hate how, like, obviously these tracks were not released on top of one another, like how you arranged in the playlist, Andrew. But, like, it is kind of wild seeing just the through line in each track and how much of an impact it's had just radiating outwards to the listeners and the people who made them. Like, it's, it was a weird experience listening to this playlist.
I can imagine. I mean, granted, like, truth be told, like, I've never truly sought out Tupac or Biggie's discography. I mean, maybe that might have to change because now I'm kind of invested low key. No, but definitely shown a bit of light for me personally of, like,
just how fucked up this era was.
Yeah.
And how even somehow today it is still affecting people. Mm-hmm. What would I say is my favorite track? Probably Hypnotize. Hypnotize is really fucking good.
Yeah.
I feel like as much as I love the way that like the really aggressive Tupac track like just absolutely goes in full on like guns a-blazing, I feel like Hypnotize kind of has the best of everything, where it's kind of got the right amount of aggression, but also the right amount of wordplay, and also just like I would argue probably one of the most palatable of the tracks.
100%.
Which I would agree. I mean, I don't know if it's worthy to play at my funeral, but like I can see why for sure, because Biggie definitely has this like gusto. And I'm not saying that Tupac didn't have any gusto. He definitely like knew what he was doing.
Just different style.
Maybe more on the previous tracks than the last track.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it was honestly a very interesting, I guess, like historical experience that I went on here.
Yeah.
So
it's very important, the music history.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know what to do now, because usually we give like a ranking of like the album.
Yeah, I don't think this calls for one. I think we just leave it at a discussion.
Yeah. B for Biggie.
B for beef.
B for beef.
Oh my god, yeah, wait.
AJ, what do you think about the Tupac v Biggie beef?
I like you, Matt. I've never really delved into Tupac or Biggie's discography. I was definitely a lot more familiar with like East Coast hip hop from like that era. Like Wu-Tang, Tribe, De La Soul, like that stuff.
And we've listened to Mobb Deep.
Yeah,
too.
we listened for Mobb Deep for one of our early episodes.
Season 1.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very good album. But so it was cool hearing, because I've also heard like straight out of Compton from like West Coast stuff, but Tupac's music was what I really latched on to. It was like, oh, West Coast of this era, I like this style a lot.
Yeah.
So I think I definitely kind of need to give Tupac a listen, because that like a lot of the samples I was really captivated by, and just his personality, his lyricism, like it is truly a tragedy that both of these are like artists died so young, because like they had a lot to offer, and it really sucks like a lot of their big contributions were just being at each other's throats, because like if perhaps like the East and West Coast beef got settled earlier, like they could have like collaborated more and had like brought out the best in each other, because that's what it seemed like it was going until shit just went south. And
it was just so deeply saturated in like all of Diddy's fucking shenanigans that it was just like
it was impossible.
For real. He was just exacerbating the situation.
And it sucked that like they literally had to die for shit to get better.
Yeah.
And like that's the worst part about this thing. Like I think I knew the broad strokes of this beef, but I didn't quite know the details. And I'm kind of like about to go down the rabbit hole now, because it's a fascinating story.
Yeah.
It's cool.
As sad as it is, it's very like captivating.
I was kind of doing some prep into like this episode, and there are quite a few like mini series and like documentaries about it.
There's like a 10-hour video on YouTube that just goes over everything about this beef, which I think that might be like a ride to work back and forth.
Yeah.
That's how I get through that.
Headphones on, just kind of listening podcast style, which is what you all should be doing right now with this episode.
This podcast. Guys, like and subscribe to the Family Album on YouTube. Follow our Instagram at Family Album Pod.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I think this is definitely a tough experience, just learning all the history, but a more eye-opening experience, as well as something to get like my music taste a little more open and out there. It was cool hearing like these just legacy artists for the first time, when I've always heard of them but never really checked them out.
Right.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
I think if I had a favorite track, Can't See Me is really fucking good.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
I think like the run of Holla At Me, Can't See Me, and Hit 'Em Up on that playlist is flames. That shit's goated. And then Hypnotize is also really good. So those are probably my favorites.
I can see why.
Yeah.
And I can also say for sure this definitely has like only expanded my music taste.
Yeah.
Given the historical context too, it makes it a lot more interesting.
Yeah, for real. But fuck Diddy. At the end of the day.
At the very end of the day, if there's anything we can all agree on, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and also fuck Diddy.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
Hey, you want to start a beef, Andrew?
I
am Nas in the situation.
I don't like you, and I definitely don't like AJ.
We can agree. We fucking hate this guy.
We fucking hate him.
Yeah, we can squash this beef right now if we just agree that we both don't. I'm going to release the episode posthumously so that we can only drag his name further.
I got to record an album with a hit producer so we can be like, guys, stop the fighting.
Come on.
Imagine like recording a podcast episode, but in like a studio setting as if it was recording an album. Like you're in the booth behind the glass.
There's a Met playing in the background for no reason. All right, yeah, well, you go whenever you're ready.
They're stopping in between. Can we take that again? Maybe like
everything is just off the dome. That's a good bit. I like that.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh man.
Well, thank you guys for joining us for a very different episode of the Family Album.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. Thank you for bringing on this theme. Thank you for your insights into your history and your research.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, this just interests me, man. You guys should watch a documentary. It's insane.
It's on Netflix, you said?
It's on Netflix.
Damn.
Oh, 50 cents.
50
cents holds a grudge.
Yeah.
It does sound fascinating. I do want to just see this fucker get dogged on for like 2 hours.
AJ, if you get Netflix somehow, let me know. I'll come over. I'll watch
cool.
it. It'll be fun.
I won't unless you get it.
Netflix and chill. Yeah.
Someone has to have Netflix amongst us. Probably Tom. He's a movie guy.
That's fair. If any of us, it would be Tom.
That's
all right.
true.
We have someone to leech off of.
That's
I'm
true.
leeching off my
Allegedly.
girlfriend.
We have someone allegedly to leech off of.
Andrew, any final thoughts as a first 4-time guest on this podcast?
Dude, I'm just honored. This is crazy, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
Awesome podcast. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below and send to all your friends, dude.
Hell yeah,
You
man.
know what I'm saying?
Well, thanks, dog. It's been a good run. We're glad we have you back on for one last hurrah.
Yes, sir.
But we still have more to
Crazy.
come, family heads.
It's true.
For the rest of January, February, and March.
Bittersweet, bro. It's bittersweet.
It is bittersweet.
It is a little bit.
End of an era.
Mm-hmm.
But
Good
the
era.
start of a new one, which is also exciting.
When one door closes, another opens, bro. It's like a book. You turn them a page.
Like Machiavelli.
It's like
The ends justify the means, you know?
Hey, you know what? Very apt, Matt.
Maybe we're all just Tupac.
Thank you. I
in
went to
jail.
prison.
Prison.
Oh, that's what we
Matt.
spent 1.4 mil on.
Yes, exactly.
It's like The Office instead of Prison Mike.
Prison
Matt. Yeah. Yeah. This is my alter ego from King Matt the Baptist, where
You're like MF Doom.
Yeah.
Wow, all these personalities.
that'd be imagining that is so funny. Just me with like a fucking headband
Bandana.
and just like prison uniform.
Yo, it's Prison Matt. Yo, hit me up.
Instead of like actual tattoos, it's like one of those temporary ones that you gotta
It's
like
like Thomas
press with
the Tank
water,
Engine.
like a unicorn, a rainbow. That's hilarious.
You have Caillou on your stomach.
I would never have Caillou. Caillou's a
brat,
fucking little
bro.
bitch.
Yeah.
He's a fucking
If we want a
brat.
diss track, I'll make a fucking diss
I
track
would
about
do it right
Caillou.
Hell yeah,
now.
I'll join her on
I'll
this
do
one.
it right now, y'all.
I'd
Tune
kick
in.
the shit out of that kid. Anyway,
Dude, bald-ass
that
head.
might be the most angry I've actually gotten on this podcast. I'm not gonna lie.
All right,
Just
Tupac.
bringing
calm
up
down.
Caillou.
Caillou is a very hot topic. I understand. But let's settle this beef
Yeah,
by
let's
ending
reel it
this
in.
episode. Thank you for your constant love and support, family heads, and for listening to this episode. We will see you next week for
Yes, sir.
Tom Hates Albums. I'm your host, AJ Sonari.
I'm Matt Glass.
I'm Andrew. Thank you all.
Peace.
Peace.